Welcome to the channel Photo Prints. My name is Ilya, and today I will show you incredible photographs that will turn your idea of the past upside down. A men's beauty contest, USA, 1919. Children were sold because they were unwanted, Italy, 1940s. A man tries to fill a glass with moonshine poured from a window by a federal agent during the Prohibition era, USA, 1925. A Turkish official taunts starving Armenian children with bread, the Armenian Genocide, 1915. Ivory traders in the Great Lakes region, Africa, 1880s. A grim spectacle at a London fair. Black people are used as targets. England, 1975. USA, 1905. A competition of African Americans who headbutt barrels. May 18, 1940, New York. A man holds a newspaper with the headline, "Nazi Troops 75 miles from Paris." Two girls on the streets of West Germany talk to their grandparents through a window in a house in the East Zone, separated by a barbed wire barricade, August 14, 1961. Children build an improvised Berlin Wall, West Berlin, October 1961. There is probably nothing scarier than knowing you're about to die. This was the thought of many Auschwitz victims. When they were led into these chambers, people thought they were for something else. In reality, they were gas chambers, and once someone was inside, there was no way out. The photo shows scratch marks from the victims' nails, who realized they wouldn't escape and were already dying from the gas. German concentration camp, around 1940. Lee Miller, a U.S. Army frontline photographer, takes a bath in Hitler's Munich apartment, April 30th, 1945. Just before this photo was taken, she photographed the Dachau concentration camp. London after a bombing, 1940. Girls participate in a Miss Beautiful Eyes contest in Florida, 1930. To make the competition fair, contestants had to hide their entire face except for their eyes. Boxer Raymond Johnston spars with a Mustang, September 15, 1926. In New Jersey, male toplessness was banned until 1937 on the grounds that locals didn't want to see gorillas on the beaches. A victim of an American bombing is carried to an improvised operating room in a mangrove swamp on the Kamau Peninsula. This is a real, not staged, photo. Vietnam, 1970. Let's compare the first telephoto lens to modern ones, 1900. A pipe smoke and endurance contest at Yale University, 1959, USA. Reunited as brothers at Gettysburg, 1913, on the battlefield where 3,000 soldiers died, the bloodiest battle of the American Civil War. In July 1913, thousands of veterans gathered. This event was held to honor the fallen and promote reconciliation between former enemies. This photograph, taken on March 17, 1973, it became a symbol of the end of the Vietnam War. In the frame, U.S. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Sturm reunites with his family after 5 years of captivity in North Vietnam. A live child is found in Chernobyl after the explosion of the nuclear power plant, 1986, Ukraine. Austro-Hungarian soldiers inspect a giant Italian howitzer, Iron Horse, captured during the breakthrough at Caporetto, World War I, 1917 Italy. Mass hysteria in England during World War II. The belief that Germans would use chemical weapons during bombings. The government distributed over 38 million gas masks to civilians. Siamese Royal Guard, Thailand, late 19th century. Taking out garbage from an apartment where two brothers collected about 130 tons of junk. One of the brothers tried to crawl to his paralyzed sibling, but was buried by debris and died, while the other died of hunger. 1947. If caught by the police for jaywalking in South Korea, you had to stand in the shame box for 30 minutes. 1970s. In the second photo, they're not pedestrians, but daring owners of bicycles and mopeds. Lady Driver, 1902. This is a photograph of a soldier suffering from shell shock on the battlefield. At first glance, he appears to be just a smiling man, but the gleam in his eyes and wide grin are horrifying and repelling. It seems the soldier truly went mad. World War I, around 1914. A three-wheeled timber truck from the early 1900s. In those days, hard labor literally meant hard labor. A military trick by German General Leto Vorbeck. The youngest soldier, at the end of the line, jumps into an elephant's foot, trampling the tracks. German East Africa, World War I, around 1914. Even back then, there were topless technologies. 1910. A resident of Ohio demonstrates a car of his own design, USA. A gay wedding organized in 1921 by the young party member of the Baltic Fleet, Afanasy Shore. Shore hoped for praise and rewards from his superiors and gathered about 100 gay men, whom he then tried to accuse of a counter-revolutionary conspiracy. Soviet Union. A masquerade ball of the Illuminati, hosted by the Rothschilds in 1972. The famous photograph of an anti-Vietnam War protester placing a carnation in the barrel of a soldier's rifle pointed at civilians. This photo became a symbol of the fight against militarism. The identity of the man remains unknown. How Formula One used to be photographed, around 1960. 12 Soviet snipers who shot 775 German soldiers during World War II, 1945. If you like this video and want to support the channel, please use like, subscribe, and comment. This helps us to continue to provide you with amazing historical content. Thank you very much for your support, and see you in the next video.